We're brothers, we're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Give me a high five.
Welcome to another edition of Bro Talk Live, the best show on the internet for you by us. Bro Talk, we're always on the mark as usual every Tuesday here live on Facebook, YouTube, and the such. I'm sorry about last week's technical difficulties with Facebook. We don't know what happened, but they was hating. But we did broadcast on YouTube, and if you didn't catch it, you can also catch the podcast if you just want to listen to it while you're working from home like everyone else is. Thanks for joining us. My name is Jason. Let's kick it to my main man, Dex. What up, bro?
Dexter Stuckey here. Super excited to be here. I don't think I have a story for you guys. I do, however, want to say happy birthday to literally everyone who celebrated a birthday in the past three weeks that passed and the next upcoming couple of weeks, because it ain't gonna happen.
You know, it's very sad. I mean, it might be longer than 3 weeks too. It's rough. Todd God, what up?
Oh man, I guess I'm okay. I've been sitting in the house, you know, I don't have much going on.
Wasting away.
Yeah, I'm trying to come up with like a schedule to be on, just so I don't feel like I'm a piece of shit. Like I gotta do. So
It's gotta be challenging.
I'm not doing anything.
You know, I can't blame you. I can't blame you. Will, how are you, sir?
I too am like Ty. I'm just sitting around doing nothing, but I don't feel like him. I have been putting my time to use. I've been doing a bunch of online shopping. Amazon is still shipping, so I'm great.
You're taking up the roadways for those people in need. Don't you feel bad?
Right.
What?
Oh,
They don't want you ordering from Amazon unless it's essential because they have to deliver things who are in need.
In his defense, in Will's defense, they really do want you to keep the economy stimulated. So if he's spending money at Amazon, he's actually doing what is necessary to keep people employed. So he's saying
Capitalism.
Now, Will.
In Will's defense, he hasn't been at home at all. He's been out doing his thing.
Good and home. Nonsense. I've been home.
Well, I did get a request for you though. Like people were saying that like they want to see you do a challenge. And I was like, oh, Will doesn't do challenges. And they were like, oh, according to his Instagram, he does do challenges.
We got more on that later. On that later.
I had a request. They wanted you to sing He's Got the Whole World in His Hands.
Ooh, go ahead.
He did that challenge already. He put it on there.
I certainly did that, and I put it on Instagram.
Are you gonna squall it? Like,
Why is that a challenge?
Who knows? Because why not?
See it later in the show.
All right. So our rundown this week. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Also, thank you if this is your like second or third time watching. We understand we have a lot of new viewership now that everyone is home, so we appreciate you guys. You can also reach out to us on Facebook and also on YouTube as well. Like our good friend Shatima. I combine Shakima with Fatima. Shatima. Shakima, Dex, you're moving slow. Dex, I guess, is that mentally? I guess. And get your tea. All right. So if you want to reach out to us, hit us up on Facebook as well. We will get your comments in there. All right. Moving on to Zee Rundown. Our rundown this week is inspired by the words of a legend, guys. This segment is co-produced today by a savant who had no idea how brilliant he actually is. And we're going to get to that a little bit later. But first, since it is March, we normally give you guys tournament brackets. This year, it is called March Sadness because we understand that it is a very, very bad, bleak time in America. And a lot of people are very upset. So this is the March Sadness. What are you most sick of tournament to wrap up March for everyone? Amen.
Amen.
Amen. All right. So we're going to start 16 down to 1. We have 16 teams, 16 things that we are most sick of. We're going to rank them throughout the show. But let's start you off with, some of the people. TFH. TFH means teaching from home. That's the 16 seed right here in the March Sadness tournament. The 15 seed. Gym charges. Girl, the gyms are charging us for no reason at all. 14, Netflix. A lot of people are tired of Netflix. I am. I've seen everything on there, it seems like. 13, IG music battles. 12, being in the house. 11, press briefings. 10, Instagram DJs. 9, holding in your coughs. 8, quarantine parties. Ridiculous. 7, long lines and empty stores. 6, challenges, internet challenges that we were talking about earlier. 5, toilet paper, because I'm tired of toilet paper. 4, virtual meetings. 3, Donald Trump. Number 2 is family. And the number 1 ranked entry on the what are you most sick of big board is cooking. Of course, because we are tired of cooking.
It's really interesting. I posted this on social media to see what people were saying, and like the comments were all over the place. One of the biggest ones that I'm surprised that's not here is TikToks. Like that was on there. Obviously, they said challenges.
I think that's gonna go a lot.
I'm not tired of some of the stuff that people say they're tired of. That's really weird.
Family was really big on there. Donald Trump obviously was big. Tiger King was on there.
I like the DJs and the quarantine parties personally.
Peloton commercials and not changing your gloves, wearing masks and stuff like that is what I got on social media.
Not changing your gloves.
All right. So we'll be doing this tournament a little bit later during the Just Time. So stay tuned for that. All right. The rundown this week, like I said, brought to you by Savant. No idea how brilliant he actually is. He did this on a whim. The rundown today is brought to you by our guy, Bill. On his Facebook page, Army Private Reverend Bishop William C. Mayer IV gave us 4 quick things which will make up the rundown today. Number 1, Bill, do you remember you wrote this? Like, this is
I do not.
Number 1, y'all stay in the house. Y'all stay in the house. And,
Stay in the house.
Nationwide, citizens are being advised, and in some places, ordered to shelter in place in order to slow the spread of coronavirus. But the warmer it's getting outside, the harder it seems to be keeping people holed up inside of their houses. In light of that, one state has gone beyond the others in demanding that its citizens stay home. The state of Virginia has ordered its citizens to stay home until June 10th. By comparison, California has a similar order set to expire on April 30th, and Williams' commander-in-chief wants America reopened on Easter Sunday. Who did you say?
I'm with him. Open up the country for Easter. I need to go. I miss the Saints. I want to go to church.
It's clearly going to take an all-out effort for all of us to comply with this in order for us to get somewhere. Even the crooks will be asked to comply. Here is Houston Mayor Sylvester Turner.
And let me just make my plea. Until the coronavirus is resolved, criminals take a break. Okay? Stay home. Okay? Stay home. And don't commit any crimes. And that way, they'll stay safe and out of jail. And police officers will stay safe and can go home to their families. Okay? So everybody chill. Crooks, criminals, you chill. Wait till the coronavirus is over.
Y'all calling the truce in the streets? Something, right? And this video from India apparently shows citizens defying a stay-at-home order in order to attend a prayer inside of a mosque. They were met with flogs. They were scared to come out at the end.
I know that's right.
Tom, what you would have did if they would have been waiting for you at the door? What you would have done?
I would have been the one doing the whooping. I'm doing the whooping. What y'all doing? Get y'all asses out of here. I know that's right.
All right, I guess I really don't have a question, but what's your reaction to these stay-at-home procedures? Like, this is weird. Like, we're not meant to be at home for this amount of time.
Stay at home.
That's
It's not
fine.
even hard. Stay at home. I want to go back to church. Stay at home. Like, stay home. Like, what y'all doing? Pray at home. In Dominican Republic, they are chasing people down if they catch you outside. Stay home. It's not that hard.
No, I just noticed
People are partying on the beaches, looking crazy. Churches are packed up. What are y'all doing?
I just noticed that they removed all the basketball courts from the park because remember the one day where I did a live because I was complaining that people were playing basketball.
Yeah.
So that I saw after my formal complaint that was launched that they removed the basketball court from the park. So
They was putting 2x4s like on one side of the hoop and another 2x4 on the other, and making like a sandwich with a drill
where I live, it's completely
over the hoop, so you couldn't score in it. So it's pointless. I was like, "What the hell is that?"
Like they completely removed the whole thing. That I noticed. Like,
What you mean they uprooted the damn metal post? What are you
the whole
talking about?
top
They
of it is
removed
gone.
it.
Just the metal post is there.
Damn. I actually have a basketball court right outside where I live, and maybe like 20 steps. And it's nice. It's a one hoop. I can get my little workout in during the day.
Don't take the 20 steps. Step to your living room, to the kitchen, back to the
Well, as
bedroom.
long as no one else is out there.
No one's out there, yeah. And I can see it from my window. I can see who's out there.
Yeah, but you don't know who was out there previously, and that's the issue.
That's the problem in California. That's
That's
why
the
I
problem
don't
with-
I have my own basketball. I'm not sharing a basketball with anybody.
Yeah, but you just never know. You might touch something. I don't understand why. Somebody might sneeze and it might hit the ground, and then your ball hits the exact place where that hit. Like, this is why, like, I don't understand what the issue is. This is why I'm so paranoid to even go to the grocery store. Like, I literally have to bring Lysol wipes to the grocery store. I wanted to get some Alfredo sauce today, and somebody might have touched this, so I had to wipe it down before I can even put it in my. It's just too much.
Ridiculous.
It's way too much.
It's a lot. And how do you feel about maybe staying until June 10th?
Listen, they already canceled the Penn Relays, the New Balance Nationals, the majority, like our track and field season. The governor has closed schools indefinitely, whatever that even means. Like, we get to get in the fall.
It's a lot. I feel bad for all the kids that can't graduate.
I think what's really scary about that, though, is that, like, right now it's like, okay, this is cool, but like we've already started to see like massive layoffs like across the country in different industries, and I think that I don't want that to continue for people, and I think that's the part that's scary. And if the only thing that would stop that is people kind of like just chilling out, staying home for a little bit, why wouldn't you do that?
Yeah. Shakim wants to know, you weren't bringing Lysol wipes to the grocery store before this?
No, I wasn't. People do that. Why would you bring Lysol wipes to the grocery store? That's sad.
She thinks she's Naomi Campbell.
No, you don't do that. I would hope you wouldn't bring Lysol wipes to the grocery store. And if so, where you shop at?
Nasty.
Ooh.
That was nasty.
That was real nasty.
Number 2 on the 4 quick things. Number 2, Carol Baskin killed her husband. Bill, do you remember this post now?
Sin. Carol did it and fed that man to them lions, tigers and bears. She's guilty.
Look at her. Look at her.
The show Tiger King has been very popular during the stay-at-home moratorium. Millions of people have watched the show and are introduced to 2 big cat zoo owners, Joe Exotic, I like to call him Joe Exotica, and Joe Exotica, and Carol Baskin. Carol's eccentric and annoying. She owns a bunch of tigers, but one of the storylines is that she potentially killed her first husband and fed him to the tigers to get his millions of dollars in assets. It also doesn't help that his body's never recovered, and Carol just flippantly claims that he probably died in a plane crash on his way to Costa Rica like it's nothing. In any event, Carol dispelled the notion on the show with an explanation that was related to something else, but kind of got her in some hot water because it seems like she knows exactly what it takes to have tigers attack somebody.
If I were gonna, if somebody wanted to kill you, then they would put like sardine oil all over you, something that the cat wants to eat, not something the cat wants to drool on, because the perfume, that's all they want to do is just drool all over it.
How'd she know that, Bill?
Oh, you know how she know.
You know.
Put his behind through that meat grinder and fed him to them cats. Carol is good. Let me tell you something.
Hold on, I'm not done.
Okay.
A little bit more, please. The explanation was apparently enough to reopen the case that had been closed or went cold for about 23 years. Hillsborough County Sheriff has reopened the case, asking for information concerning Don Lewis or his whereabouts, and asking for the public's help. Here is the tweet. He even did a live stream where he answered some questions about what happened the first time they tried to investigate the situation.
We did offer Carol an opportunity to take a polygraph. Everyone else has agreed, and she declined. She said that her attorney told her it wouldn't vindicate her of anything, so she declined to be interviewed. We've tried over the years, from 23 years ago, to do everything we can possible, like I said, to try to solve this case, and so far there's been no evidence.
All right, guys. Do you think she did it like Bill does? Bill, go ahead.
Let me tell y'all something. Carol, and I like to call it Carol Basket case, is guilty. She's been trying to get Joe Exotica since the beginning of time. She's been working with Peter, and y'all know Peter is corrupt. They be killing them daggone dogs and cats and slinging them in the van. Carol guilty. She killed that man. Stole all his money. Because look, the other thing is after he went missing, so the will said that they couldn't do anything for 5 years. After 5 years in one day, she went to the daggone sheriff's office and had him declared dead and transferred everything I helped.
Ain't even had a memorial service for him.
Ain't even had no service. Ain't had no memorial service. Transferred all the deeds out of his mother's name. Took everything from his sister and his children and his previous wife, and it's all hers.
I mean, after 5 years, you ain't pop up. You might be dead.
Right. He's
and not only did I give you 5 years, but I waited that extra day to be on the safe side in case you popped up. You didn't, so.
Oh yeah, we know what you're doing, Dex. You killing whoever.
Look, when he did the video parroting her, and they had her walking with the husband's remains. It's just like, if she didn't sue them for defamation of character at that point, that means you're like, damn, how they know? Like, you did it.
And they did say that he did say later in that interview that I showed that they did try to look for the meat grinder, but apparently it was not there anymore. So he's not ruling out the possibility that they took the meat grinder someplace else and put him through it. But he's just saying that it did not happen on the premises.
The meat grinder was those tigers. They ate him up. Like, what do you mean?
and the other thing is that she acted like, so she went and had the will. She stole the will out of the executive's office, out of his assistant's office. There were 2 wills. She stole both of the wills, and she went and changed the wills and the power of attorney so that and she added the clause that, like, if he went missing, she still get the money. She did it. She did it. She guilty. That's the stuff people missing. The nuances. She killed that man. Dead.
But one more thing. If y'all wait until a Netflix documentary comes out to be like, you know what, there's more to this case, leave that woman alone.
Right.
Yeah, she done got away with it now.
No, she didn't. There's no statute of limitations on murder. She's guilty. Go on and get her.
Like, I was this murder, I'm gonna let me go.
Number 3 of the 4 quick things. Free my man's Joe Exotica. Joe Exotic, man, that guy is something special. Tiger King and former zoo owner Joe Exotic was convicted in April of 2019 of hiring an undercover FBI agent to kill the aforementioned Carol Baskin. He was convicted on 2 counts of what does this say? 2 count. Oh, sorry. Let's do this again. Sorry, lost it. We back. Oh, am I back or no? Oh, well, basically, he was convicted of 2 counts of murder for hire, 8 violations of the Lacey Act, and 9 violations of the Endangered Species Act. He was sentenced to 22 years in federal prison. Bill, are you sure you want Joe Exotic free? Why do you want him free?
Let me tell you something. Them people set him up, and it was disgusting, absolutely despicable to watch those rapscallions, those thugs come in, sweep in, and take everything Joe built. It was disgusting. They all belong in prison. They conspired to kill Carol Basket case, and he's the one in jail. But can you still have that picture of him and the tiger? Can we get that image of him and the tiger? Do you have that one? That's going to be me as soon as the government stimulus package hits. That's going to be me. I'm going to get my
It
tiger.
only costs $2,000 to get a tiger.
I'm going to give me a tiger. Free my man Joe.
So-
Exotica.
You know, when I watched this, the one thing that stuck out to me was his relationship with those guys.
That mess.
The fact that, first of all, these guys were young. I mean, they were like 19, so they were above age. But it's one of those things where, like, obviously you met them before they were 19 years old. And this, to me, is almost like one of those R. Kelly situations, too. Like, you were taking advantage of young people and bringing them into this lifestyle of yours, like with the fancy tigers and all that kind of stuff like that. So they're attracted to that. You bring these people in, you get them drugged out on meth, you marry them, like all this stuff. And I think that we should take a stand for men and say, like, this is not okay. He should not be freed because he did the same thing R. Kelly did to men.
Cardi B thinks he should be freed. She's about to start a
of course she
GoFundMe
does.
account for him.
I'm
He
doing that.
shall be free.
Now, see, hold it. Here's my issue.
What you mean? What you mean, nasty holder? You're the ones that said he should be free.
Here's what I'm saying. I believe Joe Exotica ought to be free. However, okay, I'm not going to create no GoFundMe accounts, and I'm not funding him because we have the same sort of setup in the black community every single day, and we got a brother in jail over some railroad nonsense like that. So if I'm putting my energy and my funds behind freeing anybody, it's going to be somebody that look like me first because we all deal every day.
In that same light, here's a video from Joe Exotica.
Going on here in this country. It's absolutely pathetic. I can't say the N-word, but you can get on YouTube and watch any black man's rap video, and they're calling each other the N-word. What the hell is this discrimination? I'm white. I can't say the N-word, and they can't. And
The thing is, in that video you're recording, you could have said it. You just might get your ass beat for it. I mean, nobody's stopping you. There's just consequences. That's it.
That's your take on it, isn't it, Dex? Like, you agree with him?
I don't know about that. I just there's consequences for your actions. You say it, and if something happens to you, that's on you.
Oh, Lord. All right, and number 4, number 4 on Bill's list, Epstein didn't kill himself, and we're not getting into that, so we're just going to move on. Okay.
Well, he didn't.
Dolan, Dex, you'll feel proud of this one.
No, I won't feel proud of this.
James Dolan has coronavirus, and partially because of Dex, fans are excoriating the billionaire Knicks owner. Dex, did you not take credit like 2 weeks ago for having our million?
No, and you know what's crazy? When I saw this, I said the same source who sent me that video sent me that almost in a way of like, look what you did. And I said, wait a minute. So if anything, what I'll say is maybe I saved Spike Lee from catching the coronavirus because Spike Lee would have been around him. But Spike was, after we put that video out, Spike was like, I'm not going to go to no more games. And now look, God don't like ugly, but God loves Dexter.
Some of the worst comments. If this ends the Dolan era, the Knicks will retire COVID's number 19 jersey. I thought that was spectacular. When someone wrote that, that's so damn rude. So the only positive thing that's been associated with him with the Knicks, like, it's ridiculous. People are very mean, and I want them to do better.
That's terrible.
We wish James Dolan all of the best. That was your rundown, produced by Bill. Dex, you got a couple of good points there. Good job, Dex. I'm not sure what the good point was for, but
I mean, everything I said, start to finish.
Send across the board.
All right. Oh, Dex, you got a good point. Now you got told to shut up.
This girl be killed. Never mind.
Time for Q and A.
Damn, already.
We're moving right on. It's time for Q&A, question and answer. I know you all have some great questions because y'all sitting at home ain't doing nothing but looking at your miserable little lives.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh, here's where we answer. What do we have tonight? Rent for hire, soak and scrub and scrape. Oh, man. Work from home, home-teacher. Let me answer this home teacher. Teach your own little crook session now, okay? It's your turn.
Jesus.
New time. It's your turn.
Let's do soak and scrub and scrape.
Okay.
Why? What the hell is that?
I said why?
Listen, I really, before I even read this, I want the person who wrote about their grandmom and that lemonade. Please write us in
Bro,
again.
that was 3 years ago.
They're like never gonna write us.
That was 3 years ago. You gotta move on.
Hey,
Like,
we have new listeners.
I don't even know how grandmom is doing.
We have not alive. Got the corona. We got new listeners. They have no idea what that is even about.
Dex, you can't say you got the Rona. We don't know that.
Grandma got the Rona.
If your child is, would they take a number 2 in the lemonade, take a number 1 in the lemonade? If somebody in your family is doing that to you, trust me, you got it.
Before the whole COVID-19 thing happened, I had a friend from out of town stay over for several days. When they left, I cleaned the bathroom. I discovered this person made a major mess and didn't clean it up. I have a bowl brush next to the toilet, cleaner solution in plain sight, and disinfectant wipes under the sink. It would have taken 30 seconds to clean this up when it happened. But by the time I found out, the mess had dried. Oh, Jesus. Soak and scrub and scrape. It's been a few weeks, but I'm still upset by my friend's appalling inactions. Inactions?
Yeah, they didn't take any action.
Yeah.
They left it.
I have avoided any communication with this friend, and I don't want to make this awkward, but I feel disrespected. How would you guys address this?
Wait, can I say something real quick? One thing that's really funny. I love that now anytime you have a conversation with someone or when somebody posts a video on social media, they always got to say, like, look, this was before the coronavirus. Like, they never want you to people are around. To answer that question real quick, like, I don't clean up at hotels. I don't make my bed. I don't clean the shower. I don't clean the tub. I'm not doing it at your house either.
Yeah, but what if you make like a nasty, like what if you leave a streak in the toilet? Like you're not going to do anything to rid that streak. You're going to leave the streak in the toilet?
Thanks for your hospitality.
Oh my God.
First of all, I don't have friends I think would do that. But if they did, you're going to hear about it. I don't understand why people feel like they don't have to address people.
Actually, you would hear about it in a group chat text too. Like it wouldn't just be a one-on-one. Like
it would be a picture attached to it too, so everyone can see.
Some pictures go to the group chat, been like, "You nasty bitch."
I don't know if I was in the picture. I wouldn't send a picture.
Shit in my toilet, and he's gonna bring his ass back here and clean it up. But not that William would do that. But like, what's wrong with people? Like they feel like they could just like, no, you're not getting away with that.
My mother has made all sorts of faces at this conversation. It's hilarious.
But you're not like nobody. Why do people think that people can go unaddressed? Like no one can do anything to me and not get addressed.
But the only thing they're gonna say is, "My bad, dang." Like,
now,
hit it up. I know that big of a deal. Dang.
Back to your house again.
Shit happens.
And then they're gonna be the first one. I ain't never coming back over here no more.
Like, you owe me a fair one. If I'm cleaning up your crap, you owe me a fair one. Like we're fighting. I don't care what happens.
Y'all gonna fight?
We fighting.
Ty, you gonna put blood
in my heart and I had to scrape it.
Ty, you had to put blood in my mouth.
So I'm putting on you're losing your teeth.
Scrape. Like imagine scrapage. Like how hard does it have to be to scrape?
I'm gonna scrape your ass across that floor.
Goodness gracious. All right, Bill. So that's how we said call them out, correct? Was that the remedy here?
Call them out in group chat. That's what we do.
All right. Michael says no passive aggressive. I'm gonna let you know, nasty. Shakima, I'll put you on blast on Facebook.
And if that was me and you wrote that about me on Facebook, I'm gonna write, "Hey maid, I see you got your maid outfit on like you always do. You cleaned that up though, didn't you?"
That's so nasty.
I wouldn't put it on Facebook, but I would definitely call you out. No way.
All right. What else are we doing, folks?
Is rent for hire good?
Rent from hire is decent. Rent for hire is decent.
I mean, we have
I don't know about this home teacher because
got plenty of time because Bill produced the first part. So it wasn't a essay like I normally do.
Can I just say we have plenty of time because the show wasn't produced? Never mind. We're under new leadership.
Oh,
ooh,
nasty.
I wasn't writing essays,
I'm
books,
just saying.
giving you all the backstory.
All right. My younger sister needed help for rent this month because of the coronavirus. And thankfully, I'm at a place financially where I'm able to help her out. So I agreed to pay for her rent. I'm also spending a lot of time at home because of the stay-at-home order. So I figured I'd do a bit of spring cleaning. When I mentioned this to my sister, she replied with, "Good luck with that." I was
here we go.
offered to help after all I did for her. She knows I have a fairly large place and no one to help. Now I'm considering taking my rent. Why? How can I teach her the importance of earning her blessing? Oh, no, wait, wait a minute. Hold on.
Wait a minute.
Wait, I'm a little confused though. Does sister live with her?
No.
But she's saying that since she's paying her rent, she should be willing to help her with cleaning out her big ass house.
This is the important thing that you need to know.
Wow.
If you want something, you need to ask for it.
That's it.
There's no way in hell, I don't care how close we are, that I'm going to offer to come clean your place. It's like, it's not word.
And also,
I'm offering to clean my own place. You think I'm offering to come clean yours?
like the same way the sister asked you for money to cover that rent, like you could have done the same thing. However, and I don't want to be in nobody's pockets and like or whatever, but the month we're in right now is currently March. The coronavirus stuff just happened 2 weeks ago. So you weren't gonna have the money to pay your rent anyway. You know?
Well, maybe she makes that's not true because maybe she just stopped working once the coronavirus. I'm not sure how people's
It's
jobs.
only been 2 weeks.
Yeah, but people have gotten laid off in these 2 weeks.
Yeah, people got laid off quick.
Yeah.
What if your rent was this week? I didn't hear nothing until this week.
But if your rent, wait a minute. If your rent is due on the 1st,
Look,
2 weeks ago on the 1st.
I get it. I get what you guys are saying, but look, she's short on rent. What you want me to say? She's short on rent.
Listen,
You're gonna have to run me that package money.
Don't expect me to do something. Like, don't expect me to offer something. I'm just not that type of person. If you ask me for something, likely I'll do it. Like, more than likely if I can do it.
Okay, but if someone does something for you, do you not feel obligated then to offer some sort of recompense or something like that?
Here's the thing, and here's the other thing. People have got to stop doing favors for people expecting something back.
Yes.
If you are doing something out of, number one, for your sister, how dare you? Like, where do you get the unmitigated gall to expect that is your sister? Otherwise, she's gonna be living in that place with you.
And
if you felt that way, say, I'll give you the money for your rent, but you got to come help me spring clean.
Exactly, and that's what you should have said.
And that's
I guess maybe the problem was the good luck with that. Like the good luck with that was a little smart. Like
because you got a big house, she was looking at the walls like that. You got a lot of
big house. She's like,
no. If her sister replied with "good luck with that," that means that she already knew her sister wasn't helping. She already knew she wasn't helping. So y'all stop that. Don't give her no money and try to laud it over her head like you did something for her so great and so grand and so wonderful. You did it out the kindness of your heart. If you didn't have it to give, now I'll tell you, here's chapter 1 in my next book. Don't lend what you can't afford to lose. If you couldn't afford to give it up, you shouldn't have gave it.
Just real quick, I think the easiest way to handle this situation is
to get over it.
Obviously, it's because of the coronavirus. Take Will's advice and Ty's a little bit as well. And she's obviously going to need money again next month. So when you give her that money, tell her like the stipulation is to clean the house.
I mean,
and that's fair enough. If you paid my mortgage from up, I'll clean the shit out your house. I'll tell you that now.
I mean, that was
her larger point. Right. It's like if someone was to pay my rent, you know what I'm saying, I would clean their house. So I get it.
I wouldn't volunteer to clean the house though. Like,
I'm still not volunteering to clean your house. Exactly.
I'm certainly not volunteering.
But I will do it
if you ask.
To my standards, though, like don't come in here telling me like what to do.
I mean, I hear you. All right, do you want to do one more, or you want to stick it at 2? We still have to do this big ass tournament.
Let's do one more.
Let's do one more. Yeah, this is fun.
All right, one more. Bill, can you see it? Oh, there we go.
This is what we want to do, y'all.
What about home teacher?
Can the people at home see the different categories?
Yeah.
Let's do home teacher.
Okay.
Or no?
I was gonna say let's let them vote if they see something that they like. Let them do it.
By the time we get that up across the screen, we've been moved on.
All right, we got that kind of time. Let's go with home teacher.
Okay.
Sorry, hold on. I can't. I turned down my volume. Okay, here.
By the time we get that up across the screen, we've been.
So which one did we say? I'm sorry.
Home teacher.
Home teacher. Here we go. Because you guys are teachers, so you guys should know all about this. Let's go ahead.
Now that I knew it. Now that my kids are out of school, period. Oh, we don't want you teaching them nothing, honey. Am I supposed to be teaching them like a substitute? How am I supposed to do that while working from home? Do you think this will cause kids to be held back a year, or will everyone just pass without learning anything? What's best for kids in this situation?
Dead ass, they're gonna pass without learning anything.
Yours definitely will.
Hold on, so Ty, hold on, did you say Ty?
I said dead ass, they're gonna pass without learning anything. What do you think is gonna happen?
Yours for sure though will be passing without learning anything. This is the crazy part about it, and I've seen a lot of people talk like this. And if you talk like that and feel like that, you're not teaching those kids. You're letting them sit in front of the iPad. Like that's what you're doing. And if you're working, oh my God, it's so sad.
Realistically,
ABC Learn.
What's happening? Teachers are providing online instruction to the best of their ability because they can't teach their kids in person. There are some online resources like Math Antics and some other stuff that you can go on where physically people will teach you. Like on YouTube, there are teachers teaching certain subjects if you need extra stuff.
Yeah, that sounds cute.
Or let your kids sit. Like, what the fuck you want us to do?
I mean, that sounds cool, but if the kid tells you, I don't feel like doing that, I don't want to do that, then what do you do?
Put some blood in his mouth and you put a book in front of him.
It's a requirement. It's a part of your day. If you're having to work from home, like the schools are giving out laptops. So if you're quote unquote working from home, what the fuck your kids doing? They need to be working from home too.
But if the schools are going to be closed,
make them work. Like being a teacher, like being a teacher is a
you
job.
Can't make me work. I've been making people work for 10 years.
No, but that's what I'm saying. But that's a job. Like I have to do my job.
You think I can do something with your child that you can't do?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
I can't even beat them.
Yeah, but what he's saying is that you get paid to do this as a full-time job. Like this is what you go to school.
Here's the thing. Stop.
But not even that. Hold up.
Here's what. Stop. No, because the first bit of learning that any child does is in the home. If the parent is unwilling and cannot to know, stop, because you don't. Obviously, you don't. You live in California, the most liberal state, where y'all don't even want to stay at home while y'all dying, passing out dead from damn coronavirus. So you shut up, liberal.
Well, I disagree though. I think that at home they teach you right from wrong, not math and reading.
Child's first learning happens at home.
Right from wrong.
If a parent cannot deal with their own child for 8 hours every day, this is what we deal with every single day. Your bad behind child that you think is an angel. What you need to do is take just a few moments and invest it into your child. This is why your child is doing whatever they're doing, because you're not investing time in them. Take the minute, take the 30 minutes and teach your children.
I'm not disputing that. Hold up, Tyler. Let me jump in really quick. What only thing I'm asking is that if I have a full-time job, then I'm expected to work from home for 8 hours a day. Where is my time to be a teacher for my kid? That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying I'm not going to teach my kid. I'm saying I don't have the time to be a teacher because I'm doing my own job.
That's your job to figure out as a parent. That is your job. It's coming upon you.
That's
your job.
I have 2 jobs.
So, but what are the teachers doing though? Now that they're not teaching, like y'all,
what y'all doing? What y'all doing? Y'all log into Zoom.com and give our kids a lesson.
Excuse me. There has been supplemental work provided on all Google Classrooms for students to enrich themselves and for parents to support their children during the learning time.
That's my point. To be clear, Jason, the teachers are still providing instruction. It's just online instruction. So it's going to be the parent's responsibility to make sure the students get on and do the work and make sure that it's getting done. And when kids need extra help, teachers have office hours. You can actually email the teacher, write the teacher, call the teacher. In some cases, the teachers have ways for students to call them. Like you do have structures in place, but the teacher is not going to be able to force the kid to sit down and work. Like
now, are teachers still getting paid the same amount that they will normally
get
paid? Oh, wow, that's interesting.
You still getting paid the same amount?
Same amount of money.
We're working. You're not. That's my point. Our jobs aren't ending just because your job is ending. Like we still have other jobs to do while we're home with our kids.
It's your main job. You too busy to teach your child. Mm-hmm.
Those are your kids.
That's like we really picked the wrong fields. Damn, we really be out here working. They
for real, like they just getting like work from home, no work, just from home. Just from home. That's all it is.
What you want us to do? Come to your house?
I would like everybody to log into a Zoom, and you guys are up at the dry erase board, and you guys are teaching our kids what they need to learn.
Go ahead and get a hammer and get some nails to build a white picket fence and get your scrubbing gear to clean their house for spring cleaning. Ain't nobody got time for that.
The only thing I'm saying is, as much as you guys know how hard it is to keep kids in lines when you guys step out for 1 minute out of the classroom. Imagine when we had to send an email or had to be on a conference call, and the kids are going ape shit in the house.
God forbid.
Not the kid. Your kid. We're not asking you to teach the kids. We're asking you to manage your kid.
The one you put here.
Wait, college professors are doing this too? Yeah. Oh my God! Curtis said my college students are gone, but I'm still getting paid with no students and working home, waiting for emails. You need to go to houses. That's what you should be doing. Wow.
Them teachers are getting off easy on this, scot free.
Ain't no scot free. We work 180 days
waiting for emails.
Snatchers. And we love them. And we love them because it's clear that y'all not putting support behind them.
Y'all be out there handing out lunches. Ty, I want to see you out there handing out lunches. Bill, I know you better be out there handing out lunches.
We're not allowed to do that. So no, you won't see me handing out
the trunks. Yeah, baby.
And I'm gonna tell you what I have.
And I are actually handing out laptops this week.
I actually am. Friday, I'm actually going to hand out laptops, and I've actually been checking on
pay for his taxpayers.
I've been checking on my students that I know have been laid off or living on their own, and I've been making sure that they eat every single day during this. So I've actually been feeding students. And
so you feel like you've been earning your paycheck? Okay.
I earn my paycheck every single day.
You've had students who have been laid off, like from like McDonald's and stuff like that?
That actually live on their own. Yes. That actually live on their own. Yes.
Princess, we're all underpaid and underappreciated. Like,
no, y'all ain't. Because you still working, ain't it? Oh, okay.
Hard, very hard too.
For our checks.
And keep
you ain't doing a damn thing when you have.
I'm not doing a damn thing. I'm over here working my ass off.
No, please.
Stress on a daily basis.
Working on nerves.
Y'all wouldn't understand. Y'all be cooking dinner and stuff like that. We get
off at 2 o'clock.
I'm off. I usually don't leave my building until 6 o'clock. Thank you very much.
PM.
The building now is the bed. So you don't get out your bed till 6 o'clock.
Lord Jesus.
All right, March Sadness. Gosh, you guys. Sorry, for more questions, hit us up brotalklive.com/questions. If you go on brotalklive.com, there's a little Q&A marker there on the site at the top, and you can submit your questions right there.
Y'all made me curse.
You guys get so angry when it comes to us criticizing teachers. Like, golly.
You had no criticize. You ain't even pulled out a workbook yet. Don't criticize. I don't want to hear it.
March Sadness, back to our tournament bracket that we were working on earlier today. This was the bracket. All right, and so now we're going to get into who wins this thing. All right, so first up we have none other than cooking versus teaching from home. Which is the thing that you hate most? I mean, for me, of course, it's teaching from home, but I'm not a teacher.
Shocking.
My kid's not old enough to learn algebra, according to Fatima, so whatever. What's the thing that you hate doing the most, cooking or teaching from home?
I actually don't dislike either one of these things.
I don't mind either one.
I mean, if you had to pick one, I mean, I don't teach from home, but working from home is not something that I like to do, so I would definitely go with that.
I would go with teaching from home as well.
So the thing you hate the most is cooking, correct?
No, I don't mind.
I hate teaching from home.
Oh, okay. Oh, so the 16 is going to upset the 1?
I just hate what the working from home process is becoming too much.
All right. So we'll move on. Quarantine parties or holding coughs.
I hate holding coughs because, like,
in public.
I don't have coronavirus. Maybe
that's a hard one. Because holding coughs is uncomfortable for me, but quarantine parties is making people. I'm gonna go with the quarantine parties because if I'm in the house, I'll cough. And if they
you always when you're out, you always cough because it's something that you can't help to do.
Yeah, but I'm still gonna go with the quarantine parties.
I'm going to the quarantine parties. I don't know why people hate them so much. Like, just click off.
I'm going with holding coughs because you'd be the blew a daggone brain vessel, a blood vessel holding in them coughs.
Ty, you said quarantine parties?
I don't mind them. I don't know why people hate them. Just don't.
Well, okay. Well, more information in the BS report about quarantine parties.
All right, so the 16 beat the one, and holding cough has beat quarantine parties. Toilet paper or being in the house? Which one are you more annoyed about hearing about?
Toilet paper.
Toilet paper. Y'all people are ridiculous.
Y'all who?
You people.
You people. That's what Trump told that journalist. You people. I said, oh my god.
You people.
All right, virtual meetings, like this one, for instance.
Virtual meetings vex me, and this is not a virtual meeting.
It was given up here up top, the 38 units at the LIFO was 3. Can we please not? That'd be great. Miles, please don't. Please don't. All right.
Miles didn't know his camera was on. He's smoking a bong.
What in the world? Yo, there happened another one where a teacher was like on the toilet and didn't.
On the toilet, yeah, I saw that one too.
I was like, people, what are y'all doing?
Virtual meetings or these IG music battles. This weekend, the IG music battles were horrendous. So the reason that I put this into the show is simply because of the Dream and Sean Garrett's music battle. And this was the before. The two had kind of like a wrestling like little promo run that they had to do. Check it out.
All this number one talk, you ain't got no culture though. It's songs I've written and produced, and I mean written like musically as well, that you will never ever be able to do. That doesn't even exist in your DNA. You ain't got it.
That was the Dream talking to Sean Garrett, and this was Sean Garrett's response.
I love Hov. You know what I'm saying? I love Jay-Z, nigga. I love motherfucking Beyonce. But I'm not around here sucking no cock, nigga. That's what you do, nigga. You cock suck, nigga. Goofy ass. So look, check this out, dog. Why you spraying off them cars and getting that pollen off of them? Won't you go and buy one? You feel?
What in the world? Oh.
So they was talking real tough before this IG songwriters battle, and once they got on the songwriters battle on Instagram, the two were battling with "Loosen Up My Buttons" by Pussycat Dolls.
Look like you was over there loosening up your button, Sean. Just stop.
I don't know if I would. That's
like I saw one today that said they wanted Kanye to go up against Quincy Jones. I'm done. Like no, we're done. I'm sick of these shit. So 13, I'm going with music battles. I hate those things.
That got real nasty.
I love them. I think the virtual meetings I gotta go.
I'm with Dex. I'm here for these.
I love these battles.
This I've been doing virtual meetings for the coronavirus. So I don't mind them. So I would say I'm going to stand with Jason. That nastiness got to go.
That nastiness.
That nastiness needs to. That is good content. Them virtual.
Which one of them wrote up my buttons? What
Sean Garrett, the one that was singing it. You want to see it again? It's really uncomfortable.
I love.
Look like you was over there loosening up your button, Sean. Just stop.
He was making weird faces the whole night. So yeah, I'm through. All right, moving on. Family or gym charges. First of all, the gyms aren't giving you guys back your money. So if you guys expected to get a little refund, no, they're just getting you by another month for free.
I bet you LA Fitness give me.
I bet you they don't.
If y'all want the gyms to give y'all back your money, email the show and then tell them y'all want me to give the gym a call. I'll guarantee your money back.
I'm really gonna act a fool for $35.
We gonna call him on the show, Bill?
You know I would. Just like we call. Remember when them people the Fridays had them roaches?
Don't say the name.
What was it, the Friday?
The gym can't continue when it was the first, it was just closed for 2 weeks. I'm like, yeah, whatever. You know, some of us fat people ain't been in the gym in 2 weeks anyway. But like when they're extending this thing, I'm like, oh no, I go to the gym 2-3 times a month now. I need my money back.
Even if you never go, like I don't go to the gym at all, and I've been faithfully paying that $35. But y'all are closed. If I chose to go, I can't go. So you need to be paying me.
They're not paying you. They're just going to say that you don't have to pay for the next 2 months when your contract is over. That's what they're saying. So they're
I want it now.
They're basically going to give you 2 months on the end of your contract.
At the end of the contract,
I'm canceling.
I get some free time, and then it's going to start back up paying again.
So we talking family or gym charges? Which one's more annoying right now?
Gym charges.
Gym charges. I'm annoyed by that. Why do you think they still charge people? Wow. Like literally, people's mortgages are saying you don't have to pay, but you got to pay the gym.
You guys aren't sick of your family yet?
Huh?
You guys aren't sick of your family?
No, I love my family. Okay.
I love my family too.
Right answer. Long lines and empty stores or Instagram DJs?
Wow. That's a
tough one. Sick of.
Long lines and empty. So I love the Instagram DJs. Like I think that's a cool thing that people are perfecting their craft and playing for people. And so I think that's cool. I won't say
not of Instagram DJs though.
I think the ones who are good at it, I think that's going to start being a thing. Like I'm going to be able to virtually DJ multiple parties. And
we're doing that.
Well, no, because they will snatch you down. A former Lincolnite, Corey Towns, tried to do a IG Live DJ, and they snatched it down because he doesn't have the copyright to the music. So, I mean, I guess if you're a DJ that has copyright to the music, you might be able to get away with it. But Instagram's starting to shut these lives down if you are not the owner of the music.
Now, why is that not up on this bracket? Like, that's stupid.
I can type all that out. That's why.
Yeah, I need Instagram to go away and just like stop.
Curtis said, "Why are you paying it?" Talking about the gym memberships. If you cancel it, you're going to have to pay the deposit.
The re-entry fee.
Yeah,
and like I've tried to do it. There's this whole thing. They actually tell you have to write them a letter and physically come into the place to cancel it, but they're closed.
And they're going to charge
you. I assure you, when I canceled that same membership you have, Dex, I didn't write nobody nothing.
I've never seen that policy before. Write a letter. That's stupid. I wouldn't even sign up for it
at all.
No, I've never seen that before either. But when you cancel, if you want to go back, you have to like pay all the re-entry fees and all that dumb stuff.
All right, so more annoying, long lines and empty stores or IG DJs?
Long lines and empty stores. I'm here for the Instagram DJs because I was at a party with Oprah and Michelle Obama at the same time.
But it's not like it was the first time you were at a party with them.
I mean, you're right.
The first time. Challenges. Challenges. By challenges, I'm talking about like the Instagram type of challenges.
Mm-hmm. I'm like, they want to see me fall, and I will never sell my soul. I'm on some shit that they ain't seen before. Dream chasing, catching all my goals. And I don't need these. Get money, me and all my woes.
He's so proud. He's so proud.
I think that was pretty cool. Will, now real quick though, like people are texting me right now and they're saying like they want you to be serious and saying he's got the whole world in his hands. Like just really quickly, but like they want to see that.
He was serious.
I'll sing it right now.
Okay.
Like for real?
Yes, they want you to do it.
He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands.
I like that. Oh,
that's all I'm gonna give y'all.
You should have had some tea a little bit before. You didn't have no tea?
Why he need tea? What do you need no tea for? I can't stand y'all. All right, so which one were we going with? The challenges of the press briefing.
Oh, the press briefings gotta go. And as entertaining as the press briefings were, it's starting to get on my nerves now. Like it's gotta go.
Bill,
no, I'm here for these press.
They only
now. No. I'm here for the press briefing. Like I'm here for them.
No, because you know, I used to defend Donald Trump sometimes, but these press briefings, like you can't defend it. Like it is.
This isn't the Trump category. This is just press briefing. So we're talking about every city has like a daily press briefing right now.
Yeah, they gotta go.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They're not doing anything new.
Listen,
200 more people are dead. 300 people are dead today. Like, okay.
Here's why it has to go for me. They interrupt Judge Judy.
They do
today. Y'all can't do no press briefing at 3:00. Y'all got to do it at 4 when Judge Judy come on.
Hold up. On side note, you know Judge Judy is leaving her show.
I know. It's starting another show for twice a month.
Justice, yeah, Judy Justice.
Oh,
I know that's right, Judy.
Come on, Shineland, get your money.
She said they can have those reruns. Good luck. She said good luck with those reruns. Yeah, so the press briefings. So we're talking press briefings versus the challenges. I'm sick of those challenges. You know I hate those.
I'm tired of press briefings. I don't mind the challenges. I think some of them are pretty good.
Did y'all do the something new challenge? Maybe something new.
One night I got real drunk and I ended up doing it. I didn't even realize I did it until I saw it on Instagram the next day.
You know the one when you do the
shake, shimmy. Yeah, I did that with my cousin.
I don't know how to dance.
Well, you get a lot of challenges for somebody who don't like challenges.
Right, for real. You was the one
every challenge I saw.
Bill, this was your category.
Well, hold it. I only did 2 of them. I told them people they wasn't going to challenge me to death.
You did
3 because you did the whole world in his hand challenge.
Just throw the brush.
I just did it because Dex, you're daggone, you can't help yourself.
Well, you did like 4 challenges.
All right, this is not about me.
You did all of them.
You have to stay focused. That was a nasty.
You did the challenge. You did the something new challenge.
The Megan Thee Stallion challenge. You did. I remember you did it. You did the
Stallion challenge.
You did the Stallion challenge.
Whoa there, buddy.
Savage challenge.
Savage challenge. I'm sassy.
You were being real nasty about that little.
I'm sick of it.
Did you do the switch challenge too?
Are we going challenges or press briefings? Most annoying.
Press briefings.
All right, press briefings. All right, and last but not least, we got Trump versus Netflix. I'm sick of Netflix.
I'm tired of Trump. I keep Netflix.
I'm tired of Netflix. They ain't even got nothing good on there.
They don't.
Nothing.
Trump is at least funny. Trump is coming out and he's wearing these people out.
He's wearing them out bad. It's ridiculous.
I love it.
Like you're asking me nasty questions. You're next.
The governors, they won't even thank me. I think I did wonderful. Okay? They won't even tell me thank you. We're handling it.
He said that he was going to help different cities depending on whether or not they kissed up to him.
If the governor was nasty, he don't help the city. You can't just talk to your boss like that. I'm like, boss.
All right. So yeah, we're going to end it there. We're going to put the rest on Instagram tomorrow for our overdue March Madness tournament. We'll have you guys vote on the winner, and we'll let you guys know who wins on our overdue March Sadness tournament. Hit us up on our Instagram to vote for the rest of the bracket. All right, it is time for Dex's BS report.
All right, guys. Thank you. So again, we have a lot of new people that have been tuning into the show. We really appreciate that. Tell a friend if you can, and also like subscribe to the podcast. Now we have the way I do the BS report. I come up with 3 stories. 2 of the stories are true. 1 of the stories is false, and these guys have to decide what's true, what's false. All right. So this week, a Texas pastor was fined and facing charges because he was caught having a secret service. When he was caught, and they were like, "Why did you do this? You know, there's coronavirus regulations where you can't have a large gathering. You have a large gathering. Why don't you do this?" He said, "The Lord stops for no one."
I hear that.
In Washington State, police were led on a high-speed chase, and when they finally caught up to the driver, they realized it was a pit bull driving. There was a man who was steering the wheels and controlling some of the pedals and everything like that. But they were like, "What is going on here? Why do you have this dog in the driver's seat?" The man said, "I was teaching the dog how to drive. The coronavirus has me really nervous, and if I have to be rushed to the hospital, this is who's going to drive me to the hospital." The man was arrested.
Are we sure it wasn't Tiny driving the car?
Oh,
that was nasty.
Now that wasn't nice.
It was nasty.
And then finally, a 46-year-old New Jersey man was fined for having a coronavirus party in his 500 square foot apartment with 46 people present. they're saying like you can't do stuff like this. This is not okay. And after someone called the police on him, like they arrested this man and fined him and let them know that this is obviously something that you cannot do. What's true? What's a lie?
I think the first story is false.
I think the tiny story is false. I think she was driving and someone just saw her eyes, and her eyes look like a bit.
Now okay? Ty, you think there was no church service? Jason, you think there was no dog driving a car?
Correct.
Will,
you said that it was a secret service.
Mm-hmm.
The service wasn't a secret, and he did get arrested. So I'm going with the first story is false.
Okay.
On a technicality, look, if that's the technicality, then that's what I'm going with.
That should get you on technicality. Oh, it happened.
He does always try to get us on technicality.
All the
time. It happened, but not in that city. Like,
Well, the first story. Wait. Okay, so people are saying the first two are false. The last one is true. No, the first story is true.
Okay.
The dog story is BS. Oh, I love this.
For some reason, I believe that. There's like some dumb stuff Mike would do.
Wait, where was the dog driving? What state was he in?
Yeah, where was the dog driving to? That's what I want to know.
What state?
He was teaching him how to drive. So
what city?
It just said Washington State.
That happened.
No, Tiny wouldn't have been in Washington State.
All right, so the lie is the first one. There was no secret service in Texas. However, there was a church. There was a church who held a service in Florida, and that pastor was arrested. And that has been Dex's BS report.
So the lie was the secret part. Okay.
Well, and also it was
in the area. Texas, it was in Florida.
I'm so good at this. Like, it's amazing.
All right. That was Dex's BS report. If you want to give Dex any BS tips, where can they reach you, Dex?
You can find me on my Instagram. I'm at Industry Friends, or on on Instagram. Jesus.
Oh,
just forget it.
On that note, it's time for C. If you're watching the show, you probably know Dex's Instagram. Hit him up. This is the part of the show where we come up with seeds. Now, what's interesting is we're all supposed to be staying in the house, so I guess we're seeding our own family members or people on the news. But we'll see what happens. What y'all have?
My first seat's going to go to my previous landlord. I used to live at an apartment complex owned by a company called Sentinel Corporation, and they own a lot of apartment complexes across the country. So we lived there for about 4 years. So now we moved out March 7th and moved into a new place. It's much bigger and much better. I like it. It has a basketball court. Like I said, nearly 20 steps away. I'm on the in-house. It's beautiful. I can walk out.
Well to do.
It was beautiful. So basically what happened is we get a letter in the mail, and the letter's from Sentinel, the old apartment complex. And they are letting us know that we owe $300 and something in our security deposit. And so, I was expecting to get something back, about $200 back. So that $300 was really throwing me off. So we look at the receipt, and it turns out, although we checked out on March 7th, they decided to charge us for the week after that till March 15th. Now, we got an email from a lady that works at the apartment complex saying that we were approved to move out on March 7th, and she gave us the amount to give her in a cashier's check. We give her that money in the cashier's check. We hear nothing back. Everything's good. Give her the keys, give her the little, the remote for the garage door opener and everything's good. I actually even vacuumed the apartment because I was feeling really nice before I left. So I thought I was leaving on a really good note. We spent 4 years there. It was cool. But we need something bigger for our family. So we moved on, and we get this letter in the mail, and they're saying that, so no one moved into the apartment until the 21st. So it turns out your move out early quote was inaccurate, and you're going to have to pay that extra $500 for an extra week of living there. And I said, what the hell are you talking? You gave me the rate to pay you. Like, there was nothing on that said, hey, this is subject to change. If someone doesn't move in on the 15th, like we quoted you or something like that. So my seat goes to all these people trying to get over on people, especially during this coronavirus situation, because I definitely sent their ass an email back and said, we can go take this to small claims court and I will meet your ass in front of Judge Judy. I'm not scared of this. If you want to put me on TV, I will gladly go down to Judge Judy, Judy Justice. I'll be the first guest on her damn show. I'll be the first person to be on Judy Justice if you want to take it there. I'm willing to go there for these $300 because that's BS. Don't quote me a price and then try to charge me an extra week on top of that. Y'all can kiss my ass. Goodbye.
See, if you had let me go off on them when that whole little roof business was happening, you wouldn't even be having this problem right now.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, if they take you to court goes, they're gonna try to tear your credit up.
I mean, if they're willing to go to court over $300, so be it. But that's on them.
That's crazy. They definitely need to see it. Anybody else?
I just had it and I just lost it. I gotta see.
Dex is unprepared. William?
I actually don't have any seats. I do. I'm lying. Here's my seat. My seat is to all of those people, all of you people who cannot stop gathering with large amounts of people at any given place. Stay y'all behind home. If your home is that sad, then spice it up and make it happy. But stay home so we can get back to I got travelers doing the summer. I don't want the outside to be closed the entire summer.
Seriously.
Come on, stay home, please. Can y'all please stay home? We don't need to have church. Get up on the prayer, call up on the phone, like the saints used to do with the Bible band and the prayer band back in the day. Everybody get up on the phone and pray till heaven come down. And then let's just move on with our lives.
You remember when our parents used to tell us that outside was never going to be closed?
Outside ain't going nowhere. Guess what? Gone
now. A really quick seat I have is that people so all my friends right now, we're all in the same situation. I think maybe one or two of them might be essential employees. Everybody else is home with me at the same time.
I'll be up in a sec.
I don't understand why people are ignoring text messages and group chat messages. And so if you're a friend of mine and I've sent a group message and I go back to it and the things are still blue, this seat's for you. Why would you not respond to my messages when I send you a group text? That's it.
A lot of people have stuff to do, Dex.
Nobody has anything to do, especially not the teacher.
My seat is real simple. I understand if you're home all day, getting a little shower. However, if you are going out in public, you got to watch up. And you got to stay away from people. I was in the store and this dirty old woman comes stepping there. What?
How you know she
look dirty? And I'm now I probably got I feel a little something in my throat. Now I feel very uncomfortable because she was near me. You're not even supposed to be near people, but she almost reached past me, and I almost grabbed her arm and hit her because I'm why are you this close to me? I was very
beat women.
How do you know she was dirty? Did she look like a lioness or something? What do you mean dirty?
I judge books by their covers. If you didn't put a good cover on it, then it's not good.
You're right. Some of them books are self-explanatory. Huh?
Sorry, it wasn't Lions. It was Pigpen, right? Pigpen. Was that the one?
Yeah, you came out in public looking crazy, you haven't washed up in all week.
Was her feet ashy?
She was dirty, Jason. I don't have to explain it. Her hair was all disheveled. She had dirt on her jacket. It's dirty. I don't know what
if you had to wipe her with a Clorox wipe, what do you think? What color would the Clorox wipe be after? The color of the Clorox?
Black.
Black.
Gotta be black.
Blake.
But if you're going to be in public, please and stay away from other people because everyone's in a very uncomfortable, volatile state right now, and people don't want you all up on them right now. It's not the time for that. And you do have to watch up.
You said it's illegal, Dex?
Yes, you have to be 6 feet apart. That's a problem. Right. Y'all, people, you shouldn't be breathing on nobody's neck on a regular. You definitely shouldn't be breathing on nobody's neck now. Move.
That's right. And if they don't want to back up, you go ahead and back them up.
I hate to start hitting, but if y'all want to stay away from me.
When I walk past people, I actually exhale. I blow out. I go like that. when I'm walking past people because I don't want none of that. None of that air coming into my body.
They don't want yours either.
I know you
Wait a
blowing
minute.
all your air out on phone.
Jason, no lie. I do the exact same thing. I breathe before I walk past people,
and I'll
then
blow
I
up. Blow that thing on.
Now, I will say to you, I've been doing this thing, especially in the supermarket when it's the aisle that you can't get past people, and it's like they're not gonna move, and you don't want to walk around. I hold my breath real quick, and then I move past them.
Oh, yeah,
I do that like edges.
Yeah, I do.
Holding breath is the bare minimum. Like
bare minimum.
That's survivalist. Like
That's like, isn't it weird? Like you're scared to breathe around people. It's like really like
I'm scared to breathe. I'm scared to make eye contact. I'm scared to touch. I'm scared to look too hard. Like I don't want to be around people. People are so dirty.
And the cashier, she was all friendly, and I'm like, you're holding me up, talking to me. I want to go. Like that's how, because I want to be, because I'm holding. There's someone behind me, and I'm holding my breath. I can't speak to you, hold my breath. And so I'm like, I'm leaving.
The cashiers in my local Giant now have those screens up. How like Will you recognize this from the Chinese stores that you go to? Like they have those screens up. Here you have to like order your stuff through it.
Hold up.
What? What?
How much you
I
weigh?
mean your corner store. Your corner store.
How much you weigh and how much I weigh? So you might want to lay off the Chinese store.
I don't go there, but you have those they have those glass plates at your local corner store. Did they not? Am I lying?
At your local
corner. Yes, you are.
Oh.
You've been to my house. There are no local corner stores where I live.
I'm sorry.
They actually I went to a Lowe's and they actually erected like they put some little 2x4s up and they put some clear like plexiglass on there and they made themselves a little Chinese store barrier. Like I was very surprised.
He really got mad at me like he's not used to it. I can't believe it.
I don't eat Chinese food. I don't go to Chinese stores.
But you get your $3 cheesesteak.
It ain't got nothing to do with Chinese people. Like COVID-19, it just so happens.
Anything to do with Chinese people. I don't go there because they don't support the communities that they're in. I don't like Chinese food.
Now you care about people supporting communities. Okay.
I get that. Well, I did see something that said the human race would criticize whatever country aliens landed on. So, I when you put it in that perspective, I get it. Like,
could you imagine some aliens landing in France and be like, "Ew, y'all dirty."
Exactly. That's how people would be. That's exactly how people would be.
Except if it landed in America, we wouldn't criticize it. We would only criticize the state. Like it would be Florida, obviously. We'd
exactly. Like, Florida, landed in Florida. Oh my God.
I think America would ask those if they spoke English.
Absolutely. They would tell them to get out if they did. Ridiculousness. All right, that was Bro Talk Live. We thank you guys for tuning in this week. We hope that we were able to give you guys a little bit of light during this dark time. You guys have any shout outs you want to give to the people?
Yes.
Shout out to everybody who responds to my group text.
I actually want to give a shout out to a couple of my coworkers are watching. A couple of my track coaches are watching. Liz, she's watching. Dean, he texted me. I don't know. He said he's probably the only one like him watching.
What does that mean?
Is he called Cage?
He is. He is. But he loves Bro Talk and he supports it.
Shout out to him.
At work. So shout out to Dean for all of you do. I'm grateful for you. I appreciate you. And to everybody. My mother watched the show. My mother was a guest a few years ago. She did taxes. Shout out to her. She the real MVP.
Wow.
Dex angry at you. I want to shout out to all the people that were commenting heavy today, like Curtis, Shakima, Andre, Michael,
yes.
Fatima.
I'm sorry. Shout out to my homie Andre Beckett.
He just did.
But I need to shout him out personally. That's my guy. Thank you for watching.
You get one person to watch the show and you feel like you got to throw a parade for him.
Oh my God! Here you go, Baldy. Why don't you shut up and wait until I'm done?
Yeah, never get back.
God, this is people that have hair.
Show to him, Dex. Show to him.
It never get bald.
Give him a peek. Give him a peek.
It never get bald.
Come on, unit. Come on, unit.
Give him a little sneak peek. All right. All right. Did you guys hear? First of all, do you guys hear that WrestleMania is already?
I don't want to talk about that.
You don't want to talk about that?
I don't want to talk about
WrestleMania is already taped and done.
Last year, my fiance and I were at WrestleMania, in the building watching the show go down. Like, it was just an amazing time. This year, I just really am not even gonna. I don't want to say out loud that I'm not gonna watch, but I'm glad that they're putting the show on. But it's literally there's nobody in there. It's just like I don't want to talk about it.
Ric Flair says it's going to be good though. He said he has faith in the.
And Ric Flair also said he's not going to be there. How about that?
He said it was already taped, and he said that he has a lot of faith in the creative team.
That's another seat that I want to give to WWE. So this show was taped. I guess I know we're over, but what do y'all say? So the show was taped last week, right? Last Thursday was taped. So on Friday, yeah. So on Friday, they're doing a SmackDown show, or whatever, which was obviously also taped, and they're literally announcing matches and like pretending like stuff. There's people who said that I'm not going to be there, I can't be there, I can't compete, and they are literally still continuing on telling us, oh, this person will be there, this person will be there, and even posting on social media, oh yeah, this person will be there, this person will be there, when we know that they're not going to be there. Why are you doing that?
Trying to get that $54.99 or that WWE subscription. Are they giving it out for free or something?
$4.99.
Yeah, if you order it on pay-per-view, it's still like $60. Yeah. But you can get the network and it's $10.
The network is like $10 a month.
Yeah.
And you can cancel anytime, so whatever.
Wait, and give a shout out to Saad, Will. Country Cooking.
Here you go.
What was her name? We're not gonna do that.
Don't play with Saad.
All right, for Dex, for Ty, for Bill.
Well, real quick, I just want to give a shout out to her because like yesterday there was like a situation with her, whatever. And
Dex,
like
for Dex, for Jason, for Ty, my name is Bill.
I just want to give her a shout out because I think it's good that she's going to the community.
Cut. That's the end. We out. Thank you. See y'all next week.